Hi everybody, it's Jessie. Just wanted to reach out and say hi to anybody I haven't seen in the last few weeks because we're all quarantined in our houses. I'm coming to you from the very quiet, empty dance studio, which is sad. So having the studio be temporarily closed was really upsetting for me. But I also want to keep in touch with everybody. So I decided to make a series of videos about different topics that I hope you might find useful or pleasant. So I notice from Facebook especially that a lot of people are having a really hard time, or they're not loving this period of uncertainty and every day kind of being the same. But I'm happy that I've been strangely very productive during this period. So I'm teaching my college classes online, and I'm also revising an article for publication about the teaching of writing and the teaching of dance, as they're both the teaching, as I see it, of the skills of performance. But also I'm working on Italian. I've been reading a bunch of books. So I'm just trying to make the most of this time. I also am doing something very strange that I never thought that I would be doing, which is I've been running. So I've been running 2 5Ks a day, which I guess that's 1 10K, but I teach English, not math. And so I'm just really enjoying challenging myself in new ways and watching my own progress, which I'm sure to chart. So one of the things that I do in order to kind of keep everything framed in a way that makes sense to me, or to kind of keep track of my own thoughts, is writing in a gratitude journal. So here's how I do this. I learned about this actually from a variety of sources, but Oprah keeps a gratitude journal, and so a few years ago I thought that I would try it, and it really makes a difference in how you approach every day. So most people probably keep a journal in the traditional sense, that it's handwritten. They keep a book next to their bed or something. I do it on the computer because I type a lot faster and more expressively on the computer. So I prefer to do it that way. So I have a template set up on my computer where I sit down at the end of the day before I go to bed, and I list 5 things for which I'm grateful that day. And they can be simple things, they can be big things. Once you've gotten something down, you don't have to repeat it. So it's not like you have to keep repeating the same things every day. You kind of look for new things. And that kind of trains your mind to look for things throughout the day that you can then write about in your gratitude journal. I then mention a person who made an impact on me that day. I'll then write about a person upon whom I hope I made an impact that day. And I also write something new that I learned that day. And then anything else that occurs to me, I'll jot down too. And then I close that file and I start a new one for the next day's gratitude journal. And so this is still the night before. I write down the things that I'm going to expect from the next day. So the things that I'm going to be looking for, like, oh, I'll be productive, or my classes will go really well, or this problem that I'm having is going to get resolved. So I just make a list of all of the things that I'm going to see happen the next day. And it's really amazing how often when you look back the next night that you see the things that you had envisioned actually come true. The other thing I do is I make a homework assignment for my subconscious. So our brains do an awful lot of work that we are unaware of. So if we're having a problem, our brain is working on the solution even when we don't realize it, even when we're not conscious about it. And so I say, well, here's the problem I want help with. Here's the question that I want answered. And then usually by the next day, you've found the answer. It bubbles up and hits you like a lightning bolt because your brain's been working on it because you asked it to. So I hope that the idea of the gratitude journal and of the homework assignment for your subconscious helps you. And I hope that this video will inspire you in some way. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.